So I got a feeling you guys are gonna love this spot. Seal. And there's these little baby ones. They're wrestling. Alright, gonna start the morning off with a bit of a jig. Oh, yep. Oh, straight away, Fran. Straight away. Oh, holy jeez. So welcome back to another episode, guys. We've woken up, day 4 out here, camping on our new boat. And this is a nice snapper, yes! And we're just having a bit of a fish, and on the first little jig, I've caught myself a beautiful snapper. This is the same as the one Fran caught yesterday in the previous episode. But the thing that's awesome about here, we get the mix of the cold species, like these pink snapper that turn into a big bump-headed snapper, and also the warm species like coral trout and that sort of thing. That is a beauty. So pretty, eh? Look at that. Now that is how you start a morning. How good are those dots on it? Wow. Awesome. We've actually still got a bit of coral trout left over from the previous episode, so I'm gonna actually let this guy go. Dad would be stoked. He grew up catching these guys like inside Morton Island there. That look like a storm's coming from? Alright, so anyone who's new to the channel, what we're doing here, or what Fran's doing here, is called ceviche. Basically, the citrus in the lime, if you put it on the raw fish, we'll cook the fish through in about 20 or 30 minutes. And anyone who's been with us for the journey, you'll know that we pretty much lived on this for the Great Adventure 1 and Season 2. It's a real staple of the diet. You like it, eh?
Yeah.
Fran normally does a little bit of chopped onion through it as well, with salt, pepper, lime. And the secret ingredient is an orange, just a little bit of a sweeter citrus. Give it all, Fred, secrets away. All right, if you are gonna keep doing that, I might have time for one more fish.
Oh, you can help me squeeze the limes.
No, I'm busy. That's where we want to be heading, actually, down into that storm, and that wind's picking up. So I'm gonna have one more go at this, and then we'll get going. Toying with me, like, oh, I've got him this time. Yes! Woohoo! I can't believe this. Yes! You! Oh, how good is this? Catching fish in the new boat. What is it? What is it? What is it? Yeah, beautiful snapper. This is a bit of a treat because I grew up catching these guys down the east coast of Australia, like Morton Island and that sort of area with Dad, but haven't had the chance to target them in a number of years. But there must be one hell of a school of them down there. Look at that. This guy is lucky that there's a coral trout already on the filling table. See you, mate. Let's go to the next spot and have a bit of an explore. All right, co-captain, where are we?
We are in the middle of the channel, and Jack thought it was a good spot to go for a snorkel.
Yes, I do think it's a good spot.
Oh god. So yeah, hopefully we don't see a great white, but we'll take you guys down, and I'm sure you'll like it.
Are you coming in?
Yeah.
Oh, you said you were staying on the boat a minute ago. Fred's trying to act tough now in front of the viewers, but a second ago, she was getting the first aid kit and the tourniquet out and adamant she wasn't coming in for a swim. But the reason I'm very excited to swim at this spot here is there's a group of islands there, and then there's a group of islands behind us. So there's a big channel that comes through here. That means a lot of current, and then that current triggers the whole ecosystem with life. So from all the little small fish all the way up to the really big stuff, there's like a bit of a pinnacle here, and they should all be gathering on this pinnacle. All right, let's get in there. It's so cool, eh? Wow. Those little filefish have just got inside. They're safe from all their predators.
That was so cool.
Oh, that was awesome. That was such a good snorkel. We saw some really cool things.
The wind is picking up there.
Amazing, yeah. Bit of wind coming in now. Oh, that was an amazing snorkel we just had, and there's a few things which we actually wanted to share with you guys. So one thing I saw, while the coral, lots of that plate coral was beautiful and there was lots of it, there was a few white patches of dead coral. And while that might be commonly confused with coral bleaching, what it actually is, it is the remains of where a crown of thorns starfish has eaten that patch of coral. So that's dead coral. And over on the east coast, on our most famous reef, the Great Barrier Reef, the crown of thorns starfish are causing a huge problem. They are in plague proportions and they are going through and really eating the Great Barrier Reef there. Before we started YouTubing full time, that's what we were working on, the control program, basically culling and researching these crown of thorns starfish. So I was project managing that, and then that's how Fran and I met. And then the rest is history. But what we were seeing over there is there's literally waves of these starfish, like thousands of them coming in, and behind them was just like a coral graveyard of dead coral. But we'd get them kind of on that front line and leave all this beautiful live coral there. So it really was a cool project. It felt like we were hands-on making a difference in saving the coral coverage of the Great Barrier Reef. Over here on the west coast, so these crown of thorns starfish do actually occur naturally on the reef. And the rule of thumb is 1 crown of thorns per hectare of coral coverage is considered a good balance, and I think that's about what we saw today. So there was a few scarring patches, and generally underneath that scarring you'll find the starfish, the crown of thorns, hiding away. Yeah, you'll see them hiding under there. They're pretty sneaky and pretty tricky to find, but yeah, so I wanted to share that with you guys.
And don't touch them. Don't
touch them. They pack a hell of a punch. They're quite poisonous.
Venomous,
yeah, venomous. Sorry, they're quite venomous when they sting you. So
yeah,
stay away from them. The way we were culling them was with vinegar. I don't encourage going and doing a home job. There are control programs doing a good job doing that. Fran, what did you find interesting in that snorkel?
The thing that I wanted to show you guys was that shell that I picked up. And at the opening of the shell had an operculum, which is pretty much a door that the mollusk makes out of calcium. And when the mollusks die, or the poaching group eat them,
yeah, we've seen that a bit. Yeah,
the operculum of the gastropod washes up on the beach, and that's what you guys mostly know as Shiva eye, which is this one.
Wow. So that is the door of one of those larger shells with a snail inside it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's very cool. Marine biology with Fran. We should make that a regular feature on the show, I think.
And what else? What was your highlight?
Oh, how was that jellyfish though?
Oh, that was definitely the highlight.
That was very cool. So this jellyfish, it's a species we'd never seen before. We'll have to ask my sister Jess, who's doing a PhD on jellyfish, and it had an opening at the back where these little filefish would go inside and they could use that as protection, so any larger predators won't be able to get them. And they just went about their business inside. And the jellyfish, how it was finning, it was almost like a sunfish. It had that top and bottom on fin, and it was something we hadn't seen before. That was really, really cool.
Yeah, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think the jellyfish sneakily digest the fish inside it.
So while the fish are hiding inside, you think the jellyfish is eating them?
I think so.
I'm
pretty sure.
I'll have to agree to disagree on that one.
Right.
We'll see.
Check it. We'll check and let you know, guys.
We'll see. I thought they had like a good little friendship going there.
I don't know.
But I don't know. Let us know in the comments. Do you think the jellyfish was going to sneakily digest those little fish? Or do you think they got some type of relationship going on?
Or do you think they're friends?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go to the next island.
Let's go to the next island. Let's do it. Alright, we've just moved spots. That last spot we had that snorkel at was a sanctuary zone, so there was no take. I think that's one of the reasons why there was just so many nice fish there. But we've moved across here now. There's a bit of a reef patch here behind us. We're going to jump in and we've got to get something for dinner. I think we're sorted for lunch. We're going to have that coral trout 2 ways, but we got to get something for dinner. What are the rules of engagement here, friend?
So I guess anything but coral trout.
Because we've already got one of them.
Because we already got one. Bulging grouper, jewelfish, snapper, anything but coral trout.
Anything but a coral trout. Sounds good. After getting lunch, a seal came to play. That was so cool.
So cool.
So what just happened then, Fran?
Just the most amazing thing. I just love seals, sea lions actually. Yeah, we just speared dinner, lunch, or dinner. So we just speared dinner, and I heard Jack squalling underwater. I was like, oh damn, a great white just came in. and then there was a seal.
That was amazing.
That wanted to play with us.
It was so, you reckon it gave you a kiss, hey?
And that, yeah, she was kissing my hand and then kissing my face. So cool.
Amazing.
At least someone is kissing me.
Join us for lunch on the roof. We have got coral trout 2 different ways. This is the ceviche Fran's been working all day on. And then crumbed coral trout from yesterday. Yum.
So good.
Check out the view from up here.
See if you can spot the sea lion.
Oh yeah, be out here somewhere.
Hey Jack,
Yeah.
you wanna tell us the difference between a sea lion and a seal?
Fran has just asked the easiest way to tell the difference between a sea lion and a seal. And do you want to answer that question yourself, or do you want me to tell them?
You tell them.
Okay. Well, the sea lion, which is what we just swam with, has its ear on the outside of its body. So hopefully we've got some close-up footage. You'll see.
It's here.
Oh!
See if you want some ceviche.
Hello, mate.
Hello.
Hello. You missed us. You missed us, did you?
Hello.
What? Hello, mate. We're up here. He must have heard us talking about him. That was amazing.
I want to go back in the water.
That was so
I want to
cool.
go back in the water now.
So what I was saying is the sea lion, like this guy, our mate here, will have his ear actually on the outside of his body, similar to the similar style to us humans. Whereas a seal will have the ear flush to the body, and the ear will be on the inside. So small difference, but that's the easiest way to tell them apart. Yum. How is it?
So good.
Yum. Alright, that was a very successful lunch mission. We're just doing our best to dodge the reef on the way out. You can see here, there's just random patches that come all the way up out of the water. So it keeps you on your toes. And now that wind is going to pick up a lot from the south. So we've got to go and find a better anchorage where we can bunker down for the night. We haven't seen any of that southern end of this group. So come along with us and let's go explore it, and hopefully, I'm sure we will, hopefully we'll find some cool spots down there. There's been a slight change of plan, so we haven't been off the boat or been ashore in whatever the whole time we've been out here. And there's this little island that looks like it'd be good for a little walk on, so if we can pull in there safely, we're going to go for a walk, stretch the legs, and see what we can find. I don't think these islands get visited too much, so it's probably a good chance for some beach combing as well and seeing what's washed in there. Drop the anchor right on the shoreline,
Yeah.
and then let the boat hang back with the wind.
Yeah. I will go over there on the sandy part.
We were just saying we very much appreciate the boat sleeps compared to this. How we normally camp, we'd be having to roll a swag out there somewhere.
How much firewood are there?
No.
Right.
Man, what a horrible place to be shipwrecked. Those poor buggers.
I wish I brought my good camera.
Man, that's the big one. Can you see all the little ones?
Yeah.
Boy, look at all these little ones.
That's so cute. Look at them in there. Can we go closer?
Oh my gosh, so Fran thought there was a log on the beach and then it moved and it's like the big boss dog seal. And there's these little baby ones. They're wrestling.
Can we go closer?
Look at this big one though. Don't get too close to that big one. This is just incredible, guys. It seems as though we've stumbled across a sea lion colony, and the father sea lion has been sitting on the bank and he's been protecting the 3 young cubs. They've been playing silly buggers in this pool here. And then the mother sea lion has just come back. Looks like she's been out fishing all day, and she might have actually been the one we saw when we were also fishing. But this is just the perfect little pond for them to play in here, that it's safe from the great whites and they can just chase each other around all day. Pretty special, eh, friend?
So cool. I can't believe this happening.
Very unexpected, but a very welcome experience, wasn't it? That was amazing.
So amazing.
One of the cool things about coming through an area we just know like literally nothing about and have done bugger all research, you just never know what you run into. So that was just so cool.
They're just like dogs, hey, puppy dogs.
Yeah.
They just want to play, chasing
Puppy dogs
birds,
of the ocean. Yeah.
laying in the sun.
Yeah, the little babies are so cute. You ready to jump on? Alright, bald chin groper for dinner. They look a lot like the black spot tusky we've got on the east coast. I think they're just as good eating, so looking forward to this one. The last forecast we saw said that it's going to start really blowing tonight and then all through tomorrow, 30 knots. Quite consistently. So we've anchored in as best we can to protect ourselves from that wind when it does come. We're in really shallow. You can kind of like step off the back deck here in half a meter of water, but the idea is then we're in so shallow we'll be away from the swell, and it also gives us a bit of a wind shadow in close to this island. That is a very greedy gull. He's trying to put that whole fish skin in his mouth. It's the final product. What an incredible day. This is actually my favorite time of the day. I think after all the jobs are done, like we've filleted the fish, we're about to have dinner, and you've got this 20-minute period where you can just like kind of take the day in, and like Fran and I were just talking about how special those seal encounters were. That was like a memory we're going to remember for a long time. So dinner's not far away. Stick around for that. I'm sure you guys will appreciate the bald chin groper cook up. But we were just saying, like, this boat, the new boat, we're loving it so much, and it just makes our life like 100 times easier to film this and share it with you guys. So for you guys behind the camera, you may not have been aware, but out of the smaller boat, the Salty Dingo, filming and like not getting the camera gear wet. I mean, the camera gear always got wet, and we couldn't charge it, and then like having to go ashore to sleep. And just to bring you these episodes, it was very challenging, but I hope you enjoy the episodes out of the new boat just as much, because from our point of view, it's just so much easier. So yeah, thanks for the support, if so. The storm has arrived, Fran. It's hard to see, but it is now pissing down rain. Yeah, well done.
The trick.
Hand cooked pasta, Miss Italiano. That's the final product. How'd you go, Fran?
Simple and yum.
Simple and yum. Nice.
So good.
Is it right?
Perfect.
The bull chin groper good?
So good, so tender.
Ah, nice. Good to hear. You get one of them again?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So many of them.
I know a spot where there's a few around.